was a point in my life where I felt totally empty, purposeless, and lost. I began to ask myself these questions. Who am I? Am I just existing, or do I have a purpose? What am I doing on earth? What can I do, and what is my purpose? Do I have a talent or passion? It turns out I was going through an identity crisis. An identity crisis can happen when you're exposed to a very different situation than what you're used to, which could challenge your sense of self. This could include graduating from the university, marriage, or trauma. After this crisis, you normally get a new identity. We've seen a lot of anime characters gain a new identity after trauma, and I believe it's happened to some of us in the real world. If you don't have a new identity and purpose, but you're confused and going through a crisis, here are some tips from anime that can help you to find your identity and purpose. Number 1. Self-reflection. I'll quote General Iroh and say, "Now's the time to look inward and ask yourself the real questions. Who are you? What do you love doing? What time did you feel the most fulfilled in your life? Which times did you feel the most motivated to achieve something? What are your values? What are you interested in? What do you want to do?" If you take the time to ask yourself these questions, you get a lot of options that you can use to get your new identity and purpose. I learned this from Kageyama Shigeru. Mom asked himself what he truly wanted, and he discovered that his true goal was to be happy. He then discovered that the things that would make him happy at that moment were to be physically fit and to ask his crush Tsubome out. That gave him a sense of purpose and he worked towards it. Number 2. Be curious. Curiosity often leads to you having new hobbies or habits, so try new things and gain new experiences. The more things you try, the more you are likely to find something that you love or something that resonates with you. Curiosity can give you more options that you can add to the options that you got from doing step 1. I learned this from Violet, who gained a new purpose by curiously observing an auto-memory doll, someone who puts people's feelings into letters. She ended up taking the job and then set a goal of being a good doll, which gave her a new purpose and identity. Number 3. Take care of yourself. Now that you know who you are, love yourself and take good care of yourself so that you pursue your goal in the best physical, emotional, and mental shape. Remember to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep, eat a balanced diet, and exercise regularly to feel good. Number 4. Set small goals. You have a goal now, but it's looking intimidating, right? That's normal. After this, you have to break down your goals into a series of short-term goals and then identify your priorities and focus on them first. The rest can be achieved later. Whenever you achieve the short-term goals, you feel a sense of achievement and you feel that you're heading in the right direction. Violet went to a school for dolls because she believed that it was an awesome first step for her to become a fully accomplished auto-memory doll. She didn't waste time in other tasks that won't put her in the right direction to achieve her goals. That put her on track to becoming great at what she decided to do. Number 5. Learn from your mistakes. Mistakes are the teachers that life has given us to learn from and evolve, so don't fear failure. Embrace it and see it as an opportunity for you to grow. You can also learn what you are good at and what you are not good at by failing and then improving on what you are not good at. Violet constantly learned from her mistakes. Her first letters as an auto-memory doll weren't good because she lacked the emotional understanding to put feelings into letters. She made it a priority to work on that flaw, and with time she became one of the most famous dolls in Leiden. Number 6. Be kind to yourself. Some anime and cartoons have deceived us into thinking that mastering a new skill or achieving a new goal is easier than it seems. Don't be too hard on yourself when you haven't achieved your goal. All you have to do is put in the work and your effort will be rewarded at the right time. Violet wasn't too hard on herself because she didn't become a doll immediately. She understood that with time and constant effort, she'll achieve her goal. Number 7. Look for ways to get inspired. When you feel like you're losing inspiration or motivation, get inspired by surrounding yourself with positive people, watching positive content, reading motivational quotes, or listen to other people who have achieved the things that you want to achieve. These things will feed you with the motivation you need to keep pushing on and achieve that goal. Violet was surrounded by positive people who motivated her, and she also had the perfect role model in Catalea, who inspired her to be a good auto memory doll. So these are the ways anime teaches you to deal with the lack of identity and purpose. If you follow these steps, you have a new goal that you're already working towards, and if you haven't found it yet, don't be too hard on yourself. Finding your purpose and identity takes time, so you have to be patient and follow these steps. If you already have your goals and you're working towards them, just keep working and always remember how Naruto felt when he became the Hokage. You'll feel something similar. The wait makes the win much sweeter in the end. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And there's a video on my channel that teaches you to conquer the fear of failure, which you need to achieve your goals. So if you're interested, give it a watch. Have a great day.